The Slut Life podcast is brought to you by Slut Life brand. Slut Life is a clothing and lifestyle brand that firmly believes in empowering the sluttier side of yourself. As a thank you to our listeners, Slut Life is offering 50% off any one item on their online store at www.slutlifebrand.com. Use code SLUTPOD50 at checkout to receive 50% off any one item. That's code SLUTPOD50, SLUTPOD50 at checkout to receive 50% off any one item at www.slutlifebrand.com.
Be loud. Be proud. Be a slut.
Hi, sluts! Welcome to a new episode and a new year of the Slut Life podcast. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, y'all!
Yes.
This year's gonna be a fucking killer year.
Oh man, yeah.
Gonna be doing shit.
Trying to reach out there and do different vendings and sponsoring events. We have the first quarter of our guests all lined up, ready to go.
Yeah, and speaking of guests, who do we have here?
All the way from Virginia on our audition couch. Please welcome Isabel Astrum.
Yes, hello. I'll be the live studio audience.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, baby. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good to
I'm not
see your
doing the
face.
You're a real person.
Yay.
I exist outside of the internet.
Yay, we love that.
Yes.
See, I knew that because I had performed with you that one show.
That's right.
Which was, I was like enamored after that.
Same.
So,
Yeah.
Same.
So,
Yeah. When Ophelia said that she booked you, I was like, excuse me?
yes.
Excuse me? And
Yes.
I'm in the same show? What? Excuse me? Yes. Yeah. Huge crush, but you know that.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
So Isabel is an educator, a burlesque performer, and a lifelong slut.
Yeah.
Indeed, I am.
Yeah. What education do we do?
Well, I do teach burlesque,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also a college instructor of English literature. So that's fun.
I'm sorry, you have to read my text messages.
Oh no! These little babies, these little baby freshmen, they're killing me.
Aw.
They're killing me.
Oh my gosh. How long have you been doing burlesque?
9 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How'd you get started?
I went to a show.
Yeah?
I went to a show and I was like, that looks cool. I'm gonna Google classes, and I took classes and debuted. And
Oh, yeah.
Now, who'd you
Yeah.
take classes from?
I took classes with Lily LaCour in Norfolk, Virginia, for about a year before I debuted.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's fun. Did you come up with your name on your own?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It was coming up with a burlesque name is a wild time.
It's
It
difficult. It's very difficult.
And it's a practice and knowing how to Google stuff to make sure that like
that.
it's not taken
Google
or
your names.
Yeah.
it's not attached to some weird stuff
Yeah.
that you don't want to be attached to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to tell us how you got it?
I mean, I guess.
You don't have to. No pressure.
Right?
I just looked at you and I was like, I feel like I got quiet for no reason. Okay, here we go. So my name is real simple. Isabel is my middle name in Spanish.
Yes.
Nice.
My government middle name in Spanish. And then Astrum is just the Latin word for star.
Oh,
And I was
Yes.
like, I like the stars.
yeah. Stars are pretty fucking cool.
They are. They really are.
Yes.
You can see them really well out here.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes. Yes. Out here is definitely. Yes.
Yes. So you're a slut.
I am a slut.
What are you a slut for?
Ooh, pizza.
Ooh, yep. That's a good one.
Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Stars.
Yeah.
Speaking of stars.
Hell yeah.
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 I'm a slut for a lot of things.
Hell yeah.
Glitter.
No, not glitter.
Not glitter?
No, not
I
glitter.
love glitter.
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's the herpes of arts and crafts.
Exactly.
Damn. Segue.
Segue, because this episode we'll be talking about
Herpes.
Yes.
So I actually come up with 4 questions to play a factor crap game.
Yeah.
With to like kind of warm up into it and start the flow. Factor crap. Cold sores are not considered herpes.
Fucking crap.
Crap. Yeah.
Guess
crap.
what? It's just it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. It's on your face.
Yeah.
So mine's on my
Like,
genitals.
yikes.
So, like,
Yours is on your fucking face.
okay. Sorry. Not to because this is what this whole episode is talking about is the stigma of this bullshit ass shit, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So just a little factoid. American Sexual Health Association says that it can cause cold sores on the mouth and face, as well as around the genitals, butts, and thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 2, factor crap. It's easy to tell if you have herpes.
Yes. No, sometimes. So yes. So the yes and no.
Okay.
It is both.
It is.
Okay.
It is both because
Okay.
it's fucking painful when you have an
Yes.
outbreak.
Okay.
1000%.
But there are people that can go years without ever showing any sort of symptoms. So
Yep.
yes and no.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So the CTD Center of New York says only 20% of people who are herpes positive actually show signs or symptoms.
Yeah.
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 So yeah.
So,
Because it can lay dormant, and then sometimes things can just trigger it.
yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Like stress.
Shingles
Yeah.
and shit.
Stress.
Yeah.
I do know that sometimes, like when I did work for removery, like sometimes it would cause a breakout if you had any kind of laser tattoo removal.
Wow.
Because it causes
Yeah.
inflammation, and
Yeah.
anytime you kind of put your body through stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's always a breakout.
Ouch.
But I personally, I've had it since I was 18 because
Mm-hmm.
somebody lied to me, which is lovely. So don't do that.
Yay. I love liars.
Right? Right?
Well, you can always count on them to not tell you the truth.
Yes. But I take
At least they're consistent. Okay.
I take medication daily.
Yes.
I have had no issues in the past. I probably have been taking medication for the past like 10 years.
Yeah. Same medication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just about cyclovir, but it helps. It helps. I take it daily because there's nothing. I don't get any signs of anything because I used to get it on the back of my thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Like it used to have like I'd be like, oh, okay, I know that pain, right?
Yeah.
So like get it on the back of my thigh.
Did you experience it in the same place every time?
Yes.
Okay. Same.
Well, same 3 places.
Yes.
So I had it a couple times, like, you know, on my actual genitals, like sometimes every here and there, but like it definitely on my thigh, and like sometimes in my butt crack. Any like very, I don't know, I feel like it's moisturous area or something like that.
Yeah.
But I just it was the same.
It is a
reaction.
feeling that you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even before it's a full blown outbreak, you're like,
You feel
I
ting-
know that
It's like
tingle.
a tingle, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's a tingle.
Yeah.
But I want to share how I figured it out. Unless that's something
No,
that we're
go
going to
for
go
it, babe.
over
Go
later.
for it.
So I had just gone to the fucking OB, and I was like, okay, and he was like, well, what's this? And I was like, I thought I cut myself shaving, right? Because it was just like a little open little sore, right?
Yeah.
He tested it. He was like, I'm just going to test it to be safe, and then I got the call,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was a little heartbreaking, but also like it was before this fucking stigma shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? People always think it's the fucking worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not curable, but it's treatable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's okay. It's like diabetes. Like it's literally about it. You know, like I hate it. I really hate it.
It's a skin condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a skin.
it's a
yeah,
skin condition. That's-
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But how was your experience with finding out?
Well, like you, I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
When I found out, and unfortunately, trigger warning, mine was from a sexual assault.
No, I'm sorry.
Basically 2 weeks after that assault happened, I was like, ooh, something doesn't feel right. And I went to the OB and they were like, just by looking at it, we know exactly what this is, but we're going to test it just to make sure that we're not going to lie to you. And also, like you, I've been on medication every single day since then. You know, when I first was diagnosed with HSV2, I had obviously more frequent outbreaks because, you know, your body's just kind of like doing its thing. So doubling up on medication for as long as it took. And it sucked because that happened and I went abroad to Ireland for 2 weeks, like the week after. So I was just in pain while I was like trying to find fairy rings.
Uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
I hated that.
But it was a little heartbreaking because like when you're 19, you're just like, the whole world is in front of me.
Yeah.
And now you have to like worry about talking with potential partners about this thing that, I mean, for me, I am 36 now. So at the time it was, you know, early to mid 2000s. So the stigma was starting to ramp up for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think has caused it to increase?
I don't fucking know.
No.
Just people
I
being
don't know.
hateful.
Just people being
Yeah.
awful and being like, oh, you know, we don't touch you, like you're like
You know
a
what we
leper
can
or some
blame? We
shit.
can always blame patriarchy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
That works.
Yeah, thank you.
You are correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. I received a call from my doctor, and I had who I thought was one of my best friends there with me. And as soon as I told her, she fucking told everybody.
It's not her business.
It is not. If you find out somebody has
you
something,
punch her
it's
in the
not
face?
your fucking business to tell other people
Exactly.
unless it hurts them.
Yes.
Okay? Unless they're doing awful things, it's none of your fucking business. Okay?
Someone's medical history is not your business.
No.
like that.
So she fucking told everybody, and I was treated as a leper for years. For years. It happens. I've healed, but fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck that bitch.
Man, I just don't be a shitty person. Don't be a fucking shitty person.
Agreed.
And like, it's like she fucking told everybody before I was able to tell anybody.
Yeah.
So it was like, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
So people were coming at me because I didn't fucking know. And it was just really a fucking awful
That's a lot.
awful scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been through a fucking lot because people
See,
suck.
I went alone.
Yeah.
Well, I went alone, and then I told my mom when I got home, and I didn't tell a soul for like 4 years. And then finally, like one of my closest friends ended up going to the OB and finding out that she also was HSV positive. And she had this like meltdown moment. And I was like, listen, it's going to be fine. I've been part of the club for the last 4 years and you had no idea.
Yeah.
So
I had a friend of mine get mad at me because we were sharing a toilet seat.
Absolutely not.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to whisper, but
Yeah. But
No,
like,
it's okay.
seriously, like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, it's just the stigma and bullshit around it. It's just fucking dumb. But I've been in a successful 5-year relationship we were talking about it this morning. He has had no issues. He's had nothing. I have not given him anything at all. I've had no breakouts in the past few years too because of a daily medication.
Hell yeah.
But again, I know when I'm having an outbreak because that shit hurts.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck on that. No, that shit's fucking uncomfortable.
Exactly. And that
So if you're out there spreading it, like you're in pain
know
doing
what you're
this
doing.
shit.
You know what you're doing.
Sorry, I
It
didn't mean to
just
cut you
reminds
off.
me, I had a friend in high school who purposely went to a show with Poison Ivy and just like went into a mosh pit.
No.
And I was like, would you do this? And he was like, now everybody has poison ivy. And I feel like that's a really good analogy for that.
Well, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes. Like chicken pox. They had like chicken pox parties.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's also a form of herpes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It is. Chicken pox is a form of herpes, y'all.
Fascinating.
The more you know.
I'm going to write that down and do some research.
Yeah. So y'all do your fucking research
that.
and stop
Hell
being haters. Yeah. So, and then, just talking about, we can talk about partners,
Yeah.
because years and years, I would always, it's been like maybe one or two that slipped through the fucking cracks. But I have literally told everybody that I have shared a sexual experience with.
Same.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
I say
It's a lot of
before we do this, I'm going to let you know you can fucking take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like condoms, unfortunately. I don't like them. Plus silicone, like it just, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's always been having to have those conversations, 1000%, because I'm not a fucking liar. I don't do that. I got fucking lied to in the first place, so I'm not gonna fucking do that to anybody, ever.
So when you're not having a breakout, is it okay to have skin on skin then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, I've been in an 8-year long relationship with my current spouse.
Mm-hmm.
I've not transmitted anything to him at all. Every person that I've had unprotected sex with, also nothing since I was 19. So like 17 years worth of sexual experiences with other people. Nada.
Yeah.
And it's about being responsible.
Yes.
Owning your shit.
Yes, but talking about condoms, they're not 100% effective, which we all know for pregnancy and whatnot.
Yeah.
But because it can go beyond just the actual genitalia, that's why if you're having, I guess, a breakout,
It's one of those things where people think that a condom is a lifesaver in every case, and it's not.
No, I actually posted a poll on Instagram that I thought was interesting. Is there such thing as safe sex? And 69
Nice.
said yes, and 31 said no. Now, I'm on the side of no, there's no such thing as safe sex.
Nope.
There's safer sex.
Yes. There's protecting yourself.
Yeah.
But there's not.
Unless you're completely abstinent.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only way you're having safe sex.
Yeah. And that's what they're teaching in schools, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was going to say, in addition to the patriarchy, a lack of sex education is probably to blame for so much stigma.
Well, I heard this too. Did you know Viagra was originally for women's periods, like for women's cramps and stuff like that? Yeah. And so then men were like, oh, this is for our dicks, right?
Let me try that.
Let me try this.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was originally marketed for that, which is an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
Which leads me to that, again, more medication thing. So this is what pisses me off. I don't know if you have to deal with the same thing, but I get monthly prescription for Valcyclovir, right? I have to fucking call. I have to fucking go in for an annual every year so they'll refill my fucking prescription.
Yep.
Because I don't know if you've known this. They haven't cured it yet. Why the fuck do I need to go in and tell you that I still fucking have it?
Yeah.
So that pisses me the fuck off. I have to go around my ass to get to my fucking elbow in order to do anything. And especially without fucking insurance.
Yeah.
I'm paying a whole bunch of money to get this fucking 90-day prescription that I have to go in for an annual to him be like, oh, you still have it? Oh, cool.
Is that the only kind of prescription that they have? Or
They have a couple other ones.
Yeah.
They have generic stuff
Yeah.
and everything, but like I think they do have like one for HSV1 and HSV2. I think, but it's probably the same thing.
probably.
I honestly don't know. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I'd take a big ass horse pill every day.
Woo.
A big ass blue horse pill and
Same.
good to go.
All right.
Yep. And it keeps my stress level low too.
For both of you, whenever you got tested and found out, was that your first time getting tested?
Yes.
No.
I know.
I say it so long ago.
Correction. It wasn't my first time getting tested for STIs, but it was my first time getting tested for herpes because they don't normally test for it.
Yes. Yeah. That was what I was getting to. Thank you. So I actually started getting physicals at 13 because I didn't have ownership of my body. But I didn't realize that wasn't something that they just didn't include that in.
So something they don't do anymore, I don't think, is what was it for? They'd give a shot to girls in middle school, and they only did it for like a few amount of years.
It wasn't Gardasil, was it?
No, I think, but it was for like cancer and stuff like that. Yeah. I can't remember what it was.
HPV.
Yeah. Well, no.
The Gardasil vaccine was for
like
HPV.
Hep C or hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Yes.
Hepatitis. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they did like, it was like 3 rounds of shots, and like everybody had to get it. Or I can't remember.
You could sign off on it.
But it was something that they only did it for a few amount of years.
I think it was hepatitis B.
I think so, but I can't. Anybody know? They can email us at askaslut426. No, just kidding.
Slutlifepod.
Slutlifepod at gmail.com. I'm can't remember shit.
Oh, that was a recent development.
Okay.
Yeah. Social media hates that email.
Oh, yeah. We love that.
You mean you want like slut 420 and 69 in an email? No. How often do y'all get tested?
I get tested every 3 months.
Okay.
And that is largely just because I have to get blood work for other medications that I take. So while I'm there, they're like, do you want to get tested for anything else? And I'm like, just do it all.
Yeah.
I'm already paying for it.
Yeah.
So,
well, and if you're slutting.
I am slutting. I do be slutting around.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. I haven't in the past couple of years because I've had the same partner.
Yeah.
I don't really, it's a monogamous relationship. So there's not really any outsiders. So I haven't, but I used to. And like when I'd have to go for my physical every year or like my, whatever, every year for the OB.
Yeah.
So you can refill my fucking prescription. Just get tested, make sure everything's
yeah,
oiled and good to go. Turn the check engine light off.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually get tested once a year, but I'd like to increase that to twice a year. But I like requested the full panel after I started dating my girlfriend because I was like, I just entered someone else into my fluid bonding. I should probably check on that. So yeah, but yeah. I would like to do more increased testing, and I did a poll on that on Instagram as well, and 23% said 3 to 6 months. 31 said 6 to 12, 31 said only once, and then 15 said never.
Go get tested, y'all.
Boo.
Go get tested.
Boo to y'all that have never gotten tested.
But I will say that sometimes you have to have an outbreak for them to actually test you for having it positively. Like,
yes, and on our Poly podcast, Imogen actually brought that up a little bit about false positives and whatnot, and that's also why they don't test for it as much because who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? Yeah, it's hard to tell unless you actually have an outbreak.
Yeah, because in my experience, if you don't have an outbreak, there's nothing to.
And that's why people aren't getting tested specifically for that one, because if you're not
if you're not
aware, like they're just going to test for the main 3.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you go about having the conversations with potential partners and play partners and
with so much anxiety, obviously.
First of all, throw up. I'm just kidding. No. You should be fucking honest. You just gotta, hey, listen, I need to speak with you about something important. This is important to me, and it is important to you if you want to continue this relationship. If you want to fuck, let me tell you this, and you're going to say yes. If you don't, bye. You know? So you just sit down. Hey, I have herpes. I've had it for a very long time. It's controlled. I have no issues. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they'll be like, cool, I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Yeah.
I will say when I first was diagnosed, I had a really hard time like finding my voice about it.
Yeah, it took me a very long time to be like,
So, you know, I over the years have come up, this is going to sound, I don't know, very much me. I have a script that I keep in my notes on my phone because at this point, I am in an ethical, non-monogamous marriage. And if I'm talking to anybody at this point, I'm just like, okay, copy pasta. Here we go. Let's start this conversation.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like you said, there have been one or two that I've slipped through the cracks, and one of them recently found out and made me feel like a fucking monster.
listen,
And
y'all.
I was like,
Sorry.
buddy.
The fucking guilt, though, that
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
fucking face for doing something like that. Because I had an ex do that too.
Yeah.
He knew about it and everything. He's like, "You burned me." I was like, "Fuck," and I didn't realize that I'd done that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How the fuck did that happen?"
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I'm so open about talking about it on social media that, like, I forget that I haven't told somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
So
1000%.
much.
I just expect people to already know
Like,
that.
you follow me on Instagram, you should know. That's not how this works. But even to that degree, like at this point on FetLife, I have it in my profile. It's the first thing. It's like, hi, you can call me Isabel. I'm HSV2 positive.
I've actually seen that quite often on FetLife, just right there.
Yeah.
Like, fucking with me or not.
Yeah.
And I love that energy.
And the best is when you find somebody else that's positive and you're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
This is cool.
I love that.
But yeah, like I said, my partner now doesn't have any problems. Nothing. I don't even have any problems really. Again, it's about keeping
Me
your
either.
stress level low.
Yeah.
'Cause it attacks your nervous system.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Isabel, do you like follow a means you are slutting, actively slutting,
It's like a green dot next to it.
I am currently slutting. Taking a break now.
at what point in your like flirtations or communications back and forth with a potential partner would you want to bring that up?
So
For you, I know it's probably different for everyone.
that I actually, because so many conversations start online, and there's always like I'm never actually going to like meet this person. So I would hold off until like I had a genuine feeling like, oh, I am going to connect with this person in a face-to-face way. And then I would have that conversation. At this point, though, I right out the gate.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some people are even if there's no actual intention of like forming a relationship with you, they're still like, I'm good. I don't even want to flirt with you online.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, I like sexting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk dirty to me.
But that's okay. If you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. You just need to be honest with
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
and
Yes.
communicate that.
Yes.
Say, I'm not comfortable with this. And that's okay.
Because we all have different risk profiles.
Exactly. Just don't fucking ghost somebody.
Yeah.
And
Which
then make them
happens.
feel like an asshole because they fucking poured their heart out, and then you're like, not gonna say anything. I can just tell you, I've been fucked over a lot. Yeah, unfollow, block, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, why won't these? Why am I not getting text back? Because you're blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if someone does want to use protection, what protection would you suggest to use?
A dental dam? No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
have used them.
There are those.
I've also used Laurels.
Ooh, what is
Which,
this? Tell me about it. Never
Laurels
heard.
are
Yeah, I've never heard about them.
latex underwear, basically. Which obviously, if you have a latex allergy, do not use Laurels.
But now I have
they're
questions.
hella stretchy.
Yeah.
And if you use them with lube, you can get them all up in the crevices and do all of the things. It's fantastic. I have some in my car if you would like one to use.
So I have like watched porn where they use like medical gloves or something to finger, and I'm like, I need to know what that fucking feels.
It feels
like.
cool.
No. And because they're specifically made for sex, they smell and taste like vanilla.
Ooh.
So it's like having a flavored lube without having a flavored lube.
Yeah.
Also,
Ooh, that's fancy.
Fun.
yeah. And they're plus size friendly, which is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please make more stuff plus size friendly.
Yes.
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 Everybody needs access to everything.
How would you suggest going about destigmatizing?
Having open conversations.
That
Actually educating people.
educating
Rather
yourself,
than
educating people.
making everybody terrified from, the first grade onward.
That. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But to be fair, I don't think it's the positive person's responsibility to educate.
Absolutely
No.
You can tell them and they need to go do their own research.
Yes. Yes.
Because you don't get paid for
I
that.
used to do all of the legwork for sure because I felt like I needed to justify why I think I'm worthy of your time. I've flipped the script on that one now, and I say, hey, I'm HSV2 positive. Google it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't click the first link that you come across. Like, actually do some fucking research.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read a book.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Go to the library.
Yep.
Yes. I love it. I would also say let's stop saying that we're clean.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hate that.
Get on that high horse.
I don't
Get
like.
on it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That word.
You can get on that soapbox. put the Red Bull down and go, baby.
It's just so fucking stupid. Like, bro.
Actually,
You could have it.
yeah.
But you're saying you're clean. And let me tell you, the most unsexy thing you can do is when you're like making out with me and then you whisper in my ear, I'm clean. Ugh. I will vomit on you.
I'm so
That
glad
makes
you
me
took
wanna
a
throw
shower.
up right
Like,
now. Actually,
oh,
that's
cool. You smell like Irish spring soap
Yes.
and Axe body spray. Go the fuck away.
Axe body spray. I have a personal vendetta
Yes.
against Axe body spray.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's also like people post, again, going back to like FetLife or other like dating based apps
Yes.
and websites where people will just put in their profile like you have to be drug and disease free
Yeah.
or, only play with clean
Yeah.
partners. And I'm like, well, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
It's so vague.
It means delete and block.
Exactly.
It means I took a shower.
Well, right.
You're welcome.
Like if someone leaned in my ear and said
it's
I was
like,
clean, I'm
okay.
like, I'm glad you washed your ass before I came over here. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's a mood killer.
It is.
I
It
mean,
is.
here's another thing too. Like, work through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of mental gymnastics. It's a lot of emotional
Mm-hmm.
and physical, obviously. Your body goes through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't put extra stress on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't.
It just makes
don't
it
do
worse.
Yeah, it just
It just
makes it
worse.
way fucking
It makes it
worse.
last longer.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not the end of the fucking world if
not.
if you get that.
Mm-mm.
If you get that, test result and that's that. Okay, we're gonna push through it. We're gonna work through that. We're gonna educate ourselves on how to be the safest person possible.
Yeah.
How I can, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
It is.
It's okay.
Absolutely. If you have herpes, you're hot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're so hot. We're boiling.
Oh gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your stories.
Yes,
problem.
thank you. I get a Little herpes partner. I love it. Well, you know, I mean, just and it makes you just, you know, closer to your friends. And you know, if your friends are going through that shit, it doesn't matter if you're a sexual partner or not. If you need support, you know, if you have somebody going through the same shit, fucking be a friend. Yeah. Be a fucking friend. Yeah. Stop being hateful. Stop talking shit. Stop telling other people's fucking business. Fucking just don't do it.
I'll be a friend to everybody that may be newly diagnosed. Make yourself like a little care kit. Yep. For me, if I have or when I'm having an outbreak, I take Epsom salt baths. Specifically, I like to use the Epsom salts that have either tea tree oil or eucalyptus because both of those are beneficial to helping the healing process of an outbreak. Get yourself some solid cotton underwear. And as weird and maybe awful as this sounds, I will use either rubbing alcohol or witch hazel.
That's what I was just about to say.
Dry out the area after I shower, after I go, like after I pee, any of that. Yep. And it genuinely helps.
It does. Witch hazel helps a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't fucking burn.
It's an astringent.
I mean,
so it's.
Well, I have HS. I think I told both of y'all that before, which is also a skin condition. And I'm like, would that help me?
It could. It's worth a shot, you know?
Would that
you
help
never,
me?
yeah. But witch hazel helps a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely just take a little cotton pad, tap it on the area.
Not
I used to work with this guy. Listen, I used to work with this guy that was like, they make noise. Like,
I don't like it. Cotton balls are a hard
I just looked at him like he was crazy.
And then when you peel them up, no, I don't.
No, don't talk about it. You're gonna make it worse.
Yeah. Just a normal girl who hates cotton.
No big deal.
I'm gonna take a good shower. Or not a good bath. Sorry. No, baths are the best.
Baths are the best.
Dab yourself off with some witch hazel. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Just take you some melatonin and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And some ibuprofen. Ibuprofen always helps too. Especially with that leg pain.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Do you also have like a daily like care?
Just to taking that pill every day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't, because since like I said, since I'm daily use, I don't hardly ever.
Yeah, I don't think I've had an outbreak in like 5 years. Probably.
Yeah, it's definitely been a few years.
Awesome.
Because the benefit of the medication is the longer that you take it, the less likely, like your actual rate of your chance, probability, whatever you want to call it, of having an outbreak and of transmitting goes down exponentially every year. So 17 years later, I'm like,
yeah. And medication
it's not going to be me.
Yeah. And don't be scared about getting on medication.
And I think that's also part of it. And this is across the board for so many different things or people are just not weird.
They are
afraid of taking medications. Like they feel like it's a weakness.
Yeah.
If you're depressed, take an antidepressant. If you have herpes, take fucking Valtrex.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps you get stronger too. And again, stress level. Keep that stress level low. Don't fucking stress yourself out because it's going to make it worse.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's skedaddle out of here, y'all.
Yes. Let's go.
If you have any questions, comments, or you want to share stories, please email us at slutlifepod@gmail.com. If you want to treat us to little prezzies, you can do so by mailing us gifts to P.O. Box 69, Concord, North Carolina 28026. Yes, it is a real P.O. Box. Please send me a love letter. Thank you.
Yes. I would like one.
Now
as
I'm
well.
going to send you both love letters.
Yes.
I hope you like Valentine's Day.
Yes. I love it.
Yes.
Start us off.
All right. Well, be loud.
Be proud.
Be a slut.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Slut Life Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a rating or review in our podcast to share the love. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss out on what we have next. Follow our Instagram at SlutLifePod to keep up with all the fun. And always remember, be loud, be proud, be a slut.